Welcome to Luxuriously Poor. I thank you for stopping by, and I hope you find this story helpful, or this tip. Now, I was given potatoes by a couple of neighbors in my area where they went to the food banks, and this is what they gave them, was some potatoes. Now, when they gave them to me, they weren't this bad, but within a couple of days, they looked just like this. It was probably around 15 pounds of potatoes. I used as many as I could. I never dreamed in a couple of days it would go this bad. And when I saw this, I was reminded of two stories in my life that really did influence me. One was a scripture in the Bible that talks about a foolish woman and how she will pull her own house down around her ears. And when I see things like this, and I know many people who just toss them, I think of that scripture. The second story I think of is a story that a woman told me. I worked with her, and it was about her grandmother. She said when her grandmother was little, I don't know for sure where she lived. I think it might have been Germany, but I'm not sure. She said there was a famine in the land, and she said that her grandmother, as a young child, ate dirt. And I said, oh my God, why would she do that? And she said because her belly was so empty, she would go days without food. And her stomach hurt. Now, I never knew that when you got that hungry, your stomach would hurt. She said, yes, her grandmother described pure agony and pain. So she would eat dirt to put something in her stomach to keep it from hurting so much. Now, how do you throw this away when you hear stories like that? Things like that have always stuck in my mind. So when I saw this, I said, I don't want to pull my own house down around my ears because of my laziness. And what if something goes wrong or something happens? This may be the very thing that helps me get through some really rough time. And I will sit and cry if I have to watch my family go hungry because I throw this in the garbage. So this is what I did. I peeled them. I decided I would peel these potatoes, peel the eyes out of them. They're pretty soft and wrinkly, but I'm going to use them. Now, you could take and mash them up, make mashed potatoes from them, and freeze the mashed potatoes. But we're not big mashed potato eaters, so what I'm going to do is cut them up, cube them. First, I'm going to get all the skins and stuff off of them and wash them. Then I'll cube them and cook them. And then I will drain them and let them cool almost completely. Now look at that. If you did not see how those potatoes look, you would never know these are the same potatoes. And I'm going to tell you, in the days of old, our ancestors ate a lot of fermented type foods and sprouted foods because that's all they could get their hands on. They didn't have refrigerators like we do. Now, you guys know how I like using the food bags for the vegetables to freeze with. Now, I put a half a cup to a cup in these freezer bags. I shouldn't say freezer, the vegetable bags that you get at the store, tied a knot at the top. And then I put them into a gallon bag and labeled it cooked potatoes so I can take them out and use them as I want to for tacos or for potato pancakes. And this is an awesome way to me to preserve the food, keep it, be able to use it in the future and not throw it away, and be a good steward over everything that God gives me. God bless.